Hello, my name is Ashley Frazier. I'm the Director of Curriculum and Training for D.A.R.E. America and International. It's my pleasure to be here today to talk to you a little bit about how we developed and why we developed the MyPlaybook core curriculum. It was very important for D.A.R.E. America to create a curriculum for our high school aged students, and I was fortunate to be able to be on the team that developed it. And one of the reasons that our officers really wanted a curriculum for the high school aged students is that we wanted to be able to reach students around this age because, of course, it's an important transitional age where students are experiencing a new level of autonomy, where they're experiencing new and greater risks. And some of the risks put them at more important risks where they're not just making a mistake, but the mistakes have higher consequences to their lives. It can impact their future in more serious ways. It also is a time when they're transitioning to patterns that can affect their lives in ways that they're building habits for a lifetime. So they're transitioning into more autonomous futures where they're maybe going off to college or starting families. So we just wanted to make sure that we're continuing the lessons that we began at lower levels in the elementary and middle school programs and making sure that those foundational skills are solidified at an age that they can carry them forth into their adult futures. However, a lot of our officers have a little bit of nervousness about going into the high schools and talking to students at this age because sometimes they feel that the students aren't as receptive. At the younger ages, the students are often very excited to see the officers come in. They're thrilled by the fancy uniforms and, they have a lot of joy about that relationship. Whereas it feels sometimes like at the high school age, it's a little harder to connect. And I think our officers had some nervousness about that. When it feels like you're not connecting as well, there can be some apprehension and nervousness about, whether it's worth your time or whether it even does any good. And, you want to spend your time wisely. And of course, you want to do things that feel like it's impactful. So we wanted to make sure that we were creating a curriculum that was effective, but also that our officers felt confident and felt good about going into the classroom to deliver. So in thinking about what would be evidence-based, we knew that the scaffolding that we provide from elementary to middle school, which is how we build on the concepts from one age level or developmental level to the next, by introducing concepts repetitively where they get a little more complex or a little harder. We wanted to continue that because those same skills are still important at the high school age. We just want to deliver them more appropriately for that age level. But we also want to cater to the new interests that high school aged students have. So you'll see that we're still focusing on decision making at the high school level. We're still focusing on resistance skills, but that now the scenarios are more appropriate for a high school age kid. And you'll see that we are expanding how we talk about that by recognizing the increased independence and autonomy that high school students have. At that age, students are beginning to move further away from their primary family unit and recognizing their parents as the main influence in their life and starting to listen to their friends more and care more about what their friends think. So you'll see that in the high school level courses or lessons, we're talking more about the high school friend community or the peer community. And in lesson 4, we talk about being an upstander and using those skills that we've built to look out for your friends and know how to intervene appropriately to keep your friends out of trouble or to stand up for your friends when they may be experiencing some of the risks that we talk about in the D.A.R.E. lessons. So one of the cool things I think about MyPlaybook Core is that if you're a D.A.R.E officer that is experienced with the elementary or the middle school program, a lot of the concepts are going to feel familiar to you. So hopefully it will boost your confidence about knowing how to handle a lot of the concepts. But you'll also feel confident about going to the high school and delivering it, because it gets the kids' attention and interest, because it also recognizes them as the older, more mature students they are, by recognizing them as a more autonomous, independent citizen in their school community, who can help their friends and be a person who makes a difference in their school community. So I recognize that it can be a little scary, a little intimidating to go into the high schools, but you make a huge difference by doing that, because this is the time that students are feeling vulnerable, and some of the hesitation you may see that they feel about engaging with you isn't that they don't care. It's that they are hesitant to feel vulnerable with an adult because they don't know how you feel about them. So if you go in there, you show some care for them and open up the floor to have real facilitated conversations with them about what's important to them, and you show that you care about them and their healthy future, very often they will respond in kind by opening up back to you and showing some of their vulnerability to you about the concerns that they have for their own future and for their own friends. So I hope you enjoy these lessons. I know that they look great. I love the way that they've been interpreted for the Brazilian community. They look fantastic and I love them. I loved my time there training on them with all of you guys there who have already met me when I was traveling there. So bravo, I'm so excited to see the MyPlaybook lessons catching on, and I will look forward to seeing them spread even further. So thank you so much for being trained on this today, and I'll look forward to seeing you delivering it in the future. Thank you.